Edited by Italic.
Man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better.
Okay, so the first thing to do is make sure your clip and song are dragged into the timeline like this. After you've done that, select the clip, head up to Unlink, and select the audio file and hit delete. Now we want to adjust the song to find wherever we want it to start. For me, I'll shorten it a little. So, here we go. This just gives it that extra time to build up. Okay, so now we're going to align the kill with the beat. So to do this, we got to find the exact frame where the gun shoots. So, right there. Then what we do is we click on the clip and we hit M. Now we go down to the song and we find exactly where the bass drops. So, right there. To make this a little bit easier, pull that down and you can see the waveforms. So, the beat drops right here. So if we click on this and we hit M, we got 2 markers in the timeline. Now we drag this to as far as we need it to be and see if we can line these keyframes up. See how they lined up? That means that they're in sync, and then just drag this back to the start of the timeline. So what we do is we head over to the clip, right click, go to show clip keyframes, time remapping, and speed. Once that's done, head over here and scroll up to give us that extra room. Go to exactly where the kill is, so that would be right here. You can zoom in a little if you need, and all you got to do is hold Control, click, and it'll bring up this blue marker. Next, drag this marker back just a little bit. Click on this middle line and change this up to 230%. Once that's done, head over 5 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing again, hold Control, click, brings up the blue marker, drag it back, but this time we just drag it down to 50%. So it has like that speed up, slow down. Let's have a look.
Yeah, man, the world needs better laws.
Okay, so the next thing we want to do is drag this back down, so we don't need that anymore. Then we come over to cinematics for me, where I put my indent, drag the indent on. Preferably I like to add Gaussian blur in the background and an opacity drop. It makes it look really clean. Okay, so once that's done, now we go over to the razor tool and we find exactly where the kill was again, and we cut the clip there. Then we head over to effects, and for this you need Sapphire plugin. It's pretty easy to get, but just type in S_shake. Drag that onto the second clip, not the first. Head down to load preset. Wait for this to load. And once that's loaded, find a shake and double click it. Then head over to amplitude. Make sure you keyframe it. Set it to 1.2. These are just preferred settings, you can play around with them. And for frequency, set it to 8. Now, come back to this and then head to the end of the clip, near the end of the clip, keyframe, put it back to 0. So the next effect I like to add is called S_flicker. It's another Sapphire plugin. Drop it onto the second clip again, onto where the kill is, roughly there. Scroll down a bit this time, and you should see S_flicker. Next you want to amplitude, set it to 0.3. Come to the end of clip again. Make sure this is still selected, somehow I deselected it. Keyframe, and then go one more frame, keyframe, and then set it to 0. And that's the flickered one. Okay, so for the sound effects, we get a heavy pump. They're pretty easy to find on Google. They're not too hard to stumble across. Just shorten this down just a little bit. Line it up with where we made the cut, and it should sound like this. Once that's done, find a whoosh Now you can download these just by like YouTube to MP3. Just type up whoosh or bass whoosh and you'll be able to find it. Next we drag this underneath the shotgun so it has kind of like this, yeah, like a deeper bass. Now this is what it should look like. So this is what we have so far.
Edited by Italic.
Man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off.
So the next thing I like to do is to go back to exactly where the kill is, and I like to go back 40 frames. So we're on 40 frames back now, and what you do is you cut it exactly 40 frames back. Next you go into effects, and I already have all these effects lined up for me, but you guys probably won't. You can just download like a bunch of effects and stuff, but I like to add, I guess it just depends on the kill, but let's go with God Build Up for now. Drag that on, and I'm gonna have to render this out. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Once that's rendered out, it should look like this. Then what you can do is add a flicker on the next part. Scroll all the way down, come to where the flicker is, and you can change the color. I'm gonna do red because the kill before was red. Okay, so the final thing I like to do is drag on an effect. So I'll just get rid of this audio file real quick. Delete. Put that just after the kill, and you'll notice that the background is black. To change that, we just go up to here and we change the blend mode to screen. After that, if you want to make it a bit faster, because in my opinion it's slow, yeah, just change the percent to 250. That's what it should look like.
Man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off.
So this is what we have.
Edited by Italic.
Man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off.